Hi everybody. I know it's been a while since I posted an update. Work has gone very, very busy. What do I mean by work? Well, I grow and sell unusual culinary herbs. Believe it or not, that is my job. And welcome to one of our polytunnels where we do a lot of the growing. Around me, you can see a lot of the plants that will actually be going out in orders to people. That's a beautiful olive herb. But I just wanted to check in and actually show you a little bit of the reality about my job, because, I mean, I've been working... What time did I start today? 6:30?
6:30, yeah.
Yeah, 6:30, and it was proper straight into it, 6:30. Organising the plants that are going out to customers. And just now, I said to Kate, who's very kindly holding the camera, that I realised that I hadn't done a load of my growing. And that's really important to remember. That's really important that, you know, the projects that I'm showing you on this channel don't fall by the wayside. So that's what I'm going to make a conscious effort to do over the next few weeks, to show you my front garden and show you what's growing in it, and show you a little snippet really of what I'm growing myself at the moment, what we're growing that's really cool and exciting. Because we are foodies that love to grow things, and, you know, I've definitely got a little bit of I'm trying to find a word other than kink. A specialist interest in edible plants. And I definitely like spicy plants, and so join me as I'm potting up some of my chili plants that some of you actually you're going to see a much longer video later in the year about how you grow Scotch bonnets step by step. Are you guys fans of Scotch bonnets? If you are, please drop me a comment in the comments below. I'm just potting up these Scotch bonnets that have got definitely a little bit too big for our windowsill. And these are plants that we've had under grow lights, along with the super hots like the Carolina Reaper chilies. We've just reached a point where these plants are too big for being inside the house. So I'm going to roll the dice a little bit, and I'm actually potting up the chilies that you see here into these 3-litre pots where they all have a lot more room to grow. And 4 of them are going to live out here in the tunnel, and 4 of them are going to go back in the house as a bit of an insurance policy, because those of you who are watching this in the UK will know that trying to work out when the last frost date is a little bit of a what's the right word? It's witchcraft, isn't it?
Yeah, exactly.
It's crystal ball time. But you know, when people like me say plant out after first frost, when the hell is that? I mean, and you know, it's a case of just gut instinct. That so far this spring has actually been very, very kind to us in terms of weather, and the polytunnel will offer some limited protection from the cold. But it's also important to be realistic, and the polytunnel is absolutely not going to, in any meaningful way, protect the chilies from a really, really cold snap. So you've got a selection of chilies that are going to live out here in the cold. Now let's be optimistic.
Is that these?
It's these. They're going to stay here. And then these little guys are going to come back with me into the house. A question that I've had on the video that I posted about growing food in the front garden. A lot of you have asked questions about what compost do I use. The answer is to use the best quality compost that you can. I mean, I just tend to use a kind of a good quality multi-purpose compost. I always say good quality, and I almost feel, I wonder, many people watching this will be like, well, obviously, yeah, good quality, right? Great advice, Andy. But it is really important because, you know, we invest so much time and effort growing these plants, right? And I think it's really important that then you give them the best fuel possible. You know, when you, I'm not really a mechanic, but when you look after your car, you know, maybe you wash it, you buy a nice car, you make sure the tyres are all right. You wouldn't put rubbish fuel in. Yeah. And this is the fuel. That's the fuel that the plants are going to be growing. So make sure you look after them. This video hasn't really got a plan. This hasn't got a conclusion to it. But I just wanted to post this update just to say I'm going to be sharing so much more over the next few weeks. Let me know if you've got any questions about growing food, about what you'd like to know, what you'd like to see, and I'll be delighted to try and make some videos for you. I'm sure I can find time in the 13th or 14th hour of my working day. to produce a video. It's full on, but, and I've got to say this, I think we're both incredibly lucky to do what we do.
Mm-hmm.
So thank you for joining me for this impromptu spring evening potting up the chilies. Please look forward to the video we're eventually going to post about, you know, from seed to harvest. Who knows, maybe I'll eat a Scotch bonnet as the finale. See you later, guys.